I decided that questions and answers. So questions, of course, think about that. Before that, I just want to say something. Here is Suhas Ram Ginde. So last week, of course, I had told you about his father, Dr. Ram Ginde. So Dr. Ram Ginde, of course, you know, but one touching incident took place when Baba was in critical condition. Of course, Baba would always allow him when he would go to Guru Prasad, and every week he would come to see Baba, and he would remain there for 3 days. But then, when Baba was in strict seclusion, Baba had told him not to come. And it was January. Baba was in a very critical condition, but the order was there. Dr. Ram Ginde from Bombay, he would come to Meherazad, he would not see anyone. He would take 5 rounds of Meherazad and go away. Nobody knew that he would do every week. Every week he would come, take 5 rounds of Meherazad and go away. Did not disturb Baba, did not break his order, and that is Ram Ginde. And this is the reason, the day when Baba dropped his body, just Ram Ginde. Whether Dr. Ram Ginde arrived, and what happens? He came on 31st. On 30th January, Dr. Grant from Pune was called. And when Dr. Grant came, he examined Baba and he says, Baba, you are all right. And he brought his own problem about his foundation. And Baba solved his problem. Then 2 nurses were there. They also put up before Baba their problems. And Baba solved the problem. At that time, Baba was just glorious. Nothing, no spasm, nothing. So when he went back, and next day the order was there to Dr. Ram Ginde that you must see first Dr. Grant in Pune and then come to me. So Dr. Ram Ginde went to Pune to see Dr. Grant. And he said, oh, yesterday I went there, I saw Baba, don't worry. He's all right, you must have breakfast. But Dr. Ram Ginde, he would not like that, but he praised him. Yesterday I went there and I saw him, he's all right, don't worry, have breakfast. And that's why he was 15 minutes late that day. And 3 times Baba asked whether Dr. Ram Ginde arrived. Alova was sent to the pumping station to phone Adi that whether Dr. Ram Ginde has arrived. If he has not, then as soon as he comes, to bring him to me. But then 15 minutes late because of Dr. Grant. But how fortunate that at the time of dropping his body, he remembered. Here, what happens? We remember. Baba says that one who remembers at the time of his last breathing, he comes to me. Here, God himself remembers him. When he was dropping the body, how fortunate Dr. Ram Ginde was. And Baba would like him very much, very much. Now this ghazal, she read out, she sang. This was the ghazal written by one poet, his name was Simad. And it was 1958 when there was Sahwas program. And of course one day there was this Qawwali program, is ghazal singing. So that team of singers, it was there and they started singing this ghazal. अब क्या बताऊं मैं तुझे तेरे मिलने से क्या मिला, means how can I tell others what I found when I met you. So this is really very good ghazal. And then when he was singing, Baba just stopped. And he was just 3 minutes very, very quiet. And he says, afterwards he says, I gave liberation to Sima. This ghazal, when it was sung to him, it is his will. He can do anything Not that anything, when he is in that mood. So he says, I give liberation to Sima. Now Sima, he died long ago. He must have taken another birth. But he gave him, nobody would know that Sima was given the liberation. That person who was there at that time, after Sima, he must have gotten the liberation. So this ghazal, of course, anything for Baba, it is just nothing, it depends upon his mood. And that's why I always say that we have no idea how fortunate we are, that we have come in his contact. It is he who has brought us in his contact. What he is doing for us, no one knows. We just gather together. And he also feels pleased that, oh, my lovers gathered together, they are there. Baba has said in 1962, when there was East-West gathering, so he said that gathering 6,000 people, 7,000 people were there. Baba says, when my lovers, they gather together, what happens? I open the door of my infinite heart and my love flows towards them. So know well that not that it is just at the time he was doing, during Sahwas program here also, now nobody knew what is Sahwas program, but now it has become very, very common. Everywhere Sahwas program. It is such a thing that when we come to him, forget the world even for 3-4 days. When we are together at that time, know well that the beloved has opened his infinite heart and his love flows to us. It always happens. I don't know how, whether you feel or you don't feel, but this is, I felt at that time, Baba would not allow the Malli members to touch his feet, to bow down to him. No, he would not allow. So in 1962, Baba, during that gathering, Baba had allowed, and the reason was that they wanted, and at the same time, who was there? Dr. Ram Ginde. So Dr. Ram Ginde was there. So Dr. Ram Ginde and Dr. Ghave, because Baba had that neck trouble, so they said that Baba should not move his neck. So he should not embrace anyone. So Baba says, not to embrace, what are you talking? My lovers are coming, and of course, if I don't embrace, they would not feel happy. So Dr. Ram Ginde says, if you want to make them happy, more happy than this embrace, allow them to touch his feet, your feet. And Baba accepted it. And that's why in 1962, he allowed them. So, and that was only for a day, not 5-6 days gathering was there, but one day he allowed. And then Baba said that Malli members should also take my darshan. So we were also in a queue and we came. So it was just, Baba is, of course, Baba is giving us the opportunity to touch his feet. But nothing in the mind there was that, yes, the work is there, I have to do that work. As soon as I touch Baba's feet, I go away. So I was just thinking there, standing in a queue, that I soon, it may not take much time, I must go. And when there was nothing like God or this or that, nothing. I was in a hurry to finish it up and go for work. And what happens? As soon as I touch his feet, the tears came. And I could not understand. The tears came. And that's why he said that when the gathering is there, I open my infinite door of my infinite heart and my love flows.